Hello and welcome to the Rams pregame show, delivered by Little Caesars, the official pizza of your Los Angeles Rams. It's week 6 and it's a steamy one here at SoFi Stadium as the Rams continue this 3-game homestand, a chance to get back to 500 as they play host to the 1-4 Arizona Cardinals. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you for spending part of it with us. I'm JB Long, joined by the voices of the Rams in Espanol, Ricardo Lopez and Troy Santiago. One of our favorite days of the year, Vamos Rams Day in Inglewood. How are you, gentlemen?
That's right. I'm very happy, and actually today we are celebrating the Hispanic Heritage Month with the Vamos Rams game. And bienvenidos al SoFi Stadium.
You know, JB, Rams fans, what I feel more proud about Hispanic people is the happiness they have for everything, even in adversity. I love the way they go for the, day for day, with a lot of happiness and attitude. I love it.
Well, Ricardo, if we need another dose of joy, we have a good one coming your way because our fourth member, Erica Tamposi, will have her rundown and keys to the game as we go throughout our pregame show. But let's talk about the opportunity in front of the Rams here today and for the rest of this season. We've seen flashes of potential, but maybe not a full 4 quarters. Let's start with this question. How do you think the Rams get to where they're trying to go, starting with a victory here today?
Well, first of all, we need a victory. I mean, lose is not an option. And today I think they have to be focused the whole game, not just the first half, because in the previous 4 games, the team fall in the second half. So today we need to be focused the whole game.
Ricardo, the only teams that have beaten the Rams were in their conference championship games a year ago. The Arizona Cardinals are not that caliber. Maybe the Rams can put full 4 quarters here together against Arizona.
Yeah, I think it's time to do it. The players have been talking about it. We haven't put that game together. Today is a good opportunity not to underestimate the opponent.
Right.
Because, in this league, you can underestimate anybody. Arizona, they have been playing with a lot of effort and passion with the new head coach, but I think it's a good opportunity to come back and get back to 500.
Troy, when the Rams have been at their best, what have you liked from them this season?
Well, pretty much the connection between Matthew Stafford and Puka. I mean, who will imagine in the moment we lost Cooper Kupp in preseason, Puka is going to be that kind of receiver? And actually, that's the most important player in the first 5 weeks. So that's, to me, it's the best part of the season.
So the Rams have 2 wins, chance to get a third today. When you look at their remaining schedule and the roster they have, the way they're playing with Cooper Kupp back, is this a team that can blaze a path to the postseason, do you think?
I think so. If they win today, I think they can win 2 of the next 3 games. Pittsburgh maybe, Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers maybe. And then you have a more favorable second part of the season. New Orleans at home, Washington at home, Cleveland at home, Arizona, Seattle. But, they need to win today and start to build on from that.
Well, it was against this opponent and on this field about a year ago when Cooper Kupp's 2022 season came to an end, right? With that ankle injury against the Cardinals. Matthew Stafford was not playing that day either. It was great to see him back in horns last week against Philadelphia. What impression did he make on you in his return?
Oh, it was great. That first drive was amazing. Philadelphia made adjustments in the second half. That's the reason they are the NFC champions. But you can see that with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, there will be opportunity for other receivers like Tutu Atwell. I'm thinking like the Bengals. All the attention is in T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. That's why you see Tyler Boyd a lot. And I think the Rams will have a chance to do that. But yeah, Cooper Kupp, his return was just fascinating.
Well, Chase went off against these Arizona Cardinals, and their secondary, the Cardinals, is in a world of hurt. They're without Budda Baker, maybe their best defensive player, and also Jalen Thompson, who's been playing in the slot. He's been playing that nickel role for Arizona. When you see Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, that's a bad time to be banged up in the secondary.
Definitely, and actually, this dynamic duo remind me what happened in 2017, I believe, when Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp take the league for surprise. And they finish both with 1,000 yards in the season. So today, it's going to be a long day for the Arizona secondary because with Puka and Kupp as our receivers, it's gonna be fun to see Matthew Stafford connect with them.
You mentioned another one of those names. Tutu Atwell had a touchdown last week. Who else? Like, is this a Tyler Higbee game potentially? Do we see more of Kyren Williams today? Who would you like to see have a big performance against the Cardinals?
I want to see more of the tight end room. More Tyler Higbee, more Bryson Hopkins. I would love to see Davis Allen on the field, and I want to see more passes to running back. I think sometimes the Rams don't use the running back as a receivers, but I think it's a good option. The checkdowns are important during the games.
We'll get to the Rams defense in a little bit and how they'll defend Hollywood Brown. But wait a second. This town's only big enough for one Hollywood.
Exactly.
And that's our Ricky Hollywood, the fourth member of our team. Let's get Ricky's rundown. Good afternoon, Erica.
Hey guys, wow, what a professional, JB, for you to just slide that transition in there. That was awesome. What an exciting game we have today at SoFi. As you said, it's our Vamos Rams game. There'll be a Lucha Libre wrestling match at halftime, which I am so excited to see. The Mariachi Rams will be performing the national anthem. There's giveaways. The vibes are immaculate. On the football side of things, you mentioned it, Aaron Donald has been absolutely dominant against this Cardinals. 16 total sacks, the most versus any one team. He's also recorded 3 games with 2+ sacks, so I hope he'll do that again as well today. You also mentioned Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams, 6 total touchdowns, and he ranks 4th amongst running backs this season as well. Also, in games where Kyren has had 15 or more carries, the Rams have won this season. So let's hand the ball off to Kyren. How about that, JB? Back to you.
I love it. I also like your shirt. I like the ones that we have here as well. Check out the Rams team store to get your Vamos Rams apparel, our latest installment. All right, last week the defense was on the field too much. I think we would all agree. The Eagles kind of took the air out of the ball, dominated time of possession. What does the Rams defense need to do to generate more takeaways and more 3-and-outs today against Arizona?
They need to be more physical, actually, and be accurate in the tackles. They missed 17 tackles the last game against the Philadelphia Eagles, and that can happen again today. So we have a chance to spoke with Ahkello Witherspoon during the week, and we're talking about the opportunity he has to step out and show the younger players how to, be in front of the best of the receivers in the league, like a Metcalf, like last week A.J. Brown. So, and he said the advice, for example, to Jaron Kendrick and Kobe Durant was like be themselves. Don't try to do as much to impress the other players. So they have to be themselves and be more physical, in my point of view.
Troy and Ricardo always get the best interviews. Ahkello's got takeaways in 3 straight weeks. He had the pick in Cincinnati, the fumble recovery in Indianapolis, the toe drag swag in the end zone against Philadelphia. I said, I would love to talk to Witherspoon. Can I book some of his time? They say no. His time is reserved for Troy and Ricardo. What about that Aaron Donald element and the challenge he faces? Like, all Philadelphia eyes were on AD99 last week. Who can step up around him, Ricardo, especially now that Bobby Brown is injured and on the reserve list?
You know what? The opportunity is there for whoever wants to take advantage of it. Like Larrell Murchison, I think it's time to see another side by Larrell. Kobe Turner is going to be more on the field. He's going to be a very important element of this defense. And I want to see more aggression. Like, I don't know, sometimes players don't raise their arms. The Niners defense, they always raise their arms. They create havoc, moving a lot, hitting an extra hit. So it's more about the approach of the defense, but the opportunity is open for whoever wants to take it.
Joshua Dobbs is the quarterback in Arizona. We didn't see that coming. That was a late trade this summer. So when you look at the Cardinals offensively, without their leading rusher and one of the NFL's top rushers, James Conner, today at running back, what concerns you other than like the aerospace engineering degree that Dobbs has for the Cardinals?
He has to be concerned about the defense, especially Aaron Donald. I mean, if Kyler Murray talked with Dobbs before the game, I mean, he's already worried about Aaron Donald. But pretty much he has to be in the pocket because he can run away. So he has to be in the pocket today.
Joshua Dobbs, what a nice guy, and that story of the jersey was very funny, but he is a disciplined and, very careful with the ball. He's doing a good job. I think Arizona, They have a +6 in sacks. The Rams have a -5 in sacks. So let's pay attention to them. They are playing hard, and Joshua Dobbs can run the ball. He's not super fast, but he's taking care of the ball. And you know what? They are running the ball well. No James Conner, but they are averaging 5.5 per carry. That's a lot.
Before we get to our pizza keys to the game, Ricardo, a quick follow-up for you. What's it like to be in the booth with Troy, who brings more energy, more Vamos Rams superpower to his broadcast call than anyone else in the National Football League?
I like it. I like his energy. We joke around saying that I had to control him a little bit down.
Yeah, sometimes.
And he gets me a little bit crazy. So that's a good balance. But I enjoy his calls. I enjoy his energy. It's a great 7-year run.
7 years.
Yeah, this is going past 7 years with the Rams. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be part of this crew, including you. You are the best, by the way.
The way he attacks the camera and the mic, it's like when Aaron Donald gets his sights on an Arizona Cardinals quarterback.
When Aaron Donald gets a sack, you know the flex is coming. So I need to give him some space.
He
so I go to the corner.
Well, I know what's coming because I've taken a sneak peek at our pizza keys to the game. So Troy's going to lead off, and we're going to give him some elbow room.
Yeah. Because today Aaron Donald needs to smash the Cardinals, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do it. I mean, it's been 18 games against the Cardinals with Aaron Donald, and it's 16 quarterback sacks and 44 tackles solo. So today, Aaron Donald, I think he's going to be, the player of the game.
Ricardo, feel free to give us yours or to act it out, whatever you see fit. Your key to the game.
Can you repeat that for me?
Your key to the game, you're welcome to act it out just like Troy does.
No, I like to do it, but...
You can.
Would you let me to do it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
How about keeping Matthew Stafford clean on the other end of the equation, protecting the Rams quarterback?
Oh, that's very important to me. Like, he was hit hard the last 3 weeks. We cannot afford that. It's a long season ahead. I'm looking forward for a game where Matthew Stafford is not hit. 0 hits. I think that's a challenge for the offensive line. Protect Matthew Stafford today is a way to do it. It's a long season. He needs it.
Let's get it over to Erica. And Erica, I hope Troy didn't take your pizza keys to the game.
It was close, and I don't know how to act that out exactly either, so I totally get it. But let's talk about the defense as a whole. Like you said, keep Josh Dobbs in the pocket. Byron Young has a lot of pressures as of last game. Aaron Donald, let's get this defense as a whole containing the Cardinals offense, and throughout the game, keep the tempo up.
All right, well said, Eric. I'll just tack on my key. Have a great second half. Right, you touched on the second half woes the Rams have experienced since week 1, whether they're ahead or behind at the half. Put together a great third and fourth quarter finish and get back to 500 at 3-3. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for our live pregame show presented by Little Caesars, the official pizza of the Los Angeles Rams. For Erica, for Troy, for Ricardo, I'm JB Long. This is Vamos Rams Day at SoFi Stadium, and gentlemen, you know how much I appreciate your friendship and the opportunity to sit and talk Rams football with you. All right, have a great broadcast.
Thank you.
Rams,
Uno, dos, tres.
Vamos Rams! Thank you, guys.